All right, we're going to winterize a 27KB, and this is a 2017 model. And down here, there are two screws on this bottom shelf, one here and one located here. We're going to undo those screws, and underneath that is going to be the hot water heater that we're going to turn the bypass valves on. This way, we are not pumping pink RV antifreeze fluid into the hot water heater, and we don't have to flush that out later. So we're going to do that first. I'll be back once I get that done. Okay, we've got the top off here. You'll notice there are three valves going in line, and then perpendicular. We're going to turn all these so that they're going perpendicular here, in line, and then perpendicular. So it ends up like that. This makes sure that you're bypassing your hot water heater. That's all there is to that.
All right, the next thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to have to turn a water pump on so that we have the ability to pull the fluid in and push it into all the lines so we're filled with all the good pink stuff.
All right, once we've done that, I have now turned this water pump on. You'll see the light has turned blue. So that means that we're going to be able to use the water pump to pump the pink stuff in through all the different lines. So we're going to get busy doing that. We're going to come over here to the sink. This will be the first thing that we do, and we'll run the hot. And you'll see it's got a little bit of water in the line. It should be drawn from the pink stuff that I have set up outside. You can hear the pump working. Drawing out all the old water. There we go, we're turning pink. All right, see that? We're pink now. So we can stop this side, go over here, and do the same thing on the cold water side. Let the cold water run, get some pink in here. There we go. Look at that. Now we got pink running through there. Okay, so that is good. So we have pink running through both of these. Then we're gonna go in here and we do the same thing. And we're gonna do this everywhere you've got a faucet. And we're gonna do a hot and cold side. So we'll start the hot water side here. There it is, we got pink. Cold water side. There it is, we got pink. All right. And the same thing in here. Now, before we get into the shower, I'm gonna go outside and check, make sure we still got stuff in the pink stuff. I may have to open up a new bottle. More to follow. As you can see, we've almost drained this bottle out here, doing what we've got. I set up this little bypass switch. I added this onto the 27KB. It didn't come like this, but I put it between this water point and right here. And it makes it easy because then I shut off the water here by making this perpendicular and then make this in line so the water pump is pulling the pink stuff up and in through all the water lines. And it works great. I got that part off of Amazon. I'll have to look it up and post it for you. But then we're gonna have this. We're gonna use plenty of this pink stuff. Don't be afraid to overuse the pink stuff. You can never have too much pink stuff in your line. All right, so I've changed over the line from this one to this one. Now at the end of the time of doing the winterization, we're gonna take this extra pink stuff. We're gonna pour it into the sinks. So you don't have to worry about trying to suck every last drop out of the bottom of it. We'll use it. Okay, here we are. We are in the shower. And we're going to do the same thing. Going to run the hot water here first so we get the pink stuff coming through. I see the pink stuff. And doing the same thing on the cold side. And we got the pink stuff coming out. Good times. All right, next up is the toilet. Same thing. There's water in here. Going to take very long to get some pink stuff in there. And we're going to run a lot of pink stuff into black. But we'll eventually get to that. But you want to make sure you keep this up and around the seam here so that it is all covered. And that is good to go right there. If you have an outdoor shower, you want to do the same thing. The next thing that we'll do is we'll go ahead and drain the gray and the black water tank. and then we'll shut the black water tank and the gray water tank off, and then we will go ahead and run more water through all these to make sure that the bottom of the black and the gray tanks are coated with the pink stuff and no water. Remember, when you get done doing all this, to make sure you shut the water pump off, and the light will go out, but you do not want to leave that on. You can run your battery down and could burn out the pump. But anyway, that's all there is to it. Now, if you have extra antifreeze left over, go ahead and throw that antifreeze in any of the sinks or into the toilet, and you'll be in good shape. A really important tip, and I didn't show it. I went ahead and did it before I started videotaping. But you're going to want to make sure that you drain your hot water heater before you do all of this. So this right here will back out. You will need a 24 millimeter socket to get this out. And when you go to pour this out, you want to lift this relief valve up so it'll allow this to flow out really fast. If you leave this shut, this will take forever to drain. So you're going to undo that, and then you're going to flip this relief valve up. It will let air in there. It will drain really well. Once you're done draining all of that out and there's none left, then you're going to put your plug back in so that you don't lose it and so that no bugs will crawl up into your hot water heater. Okay, underneath here you will see I have a water drains. We're going to have to go in here, and it's blurry. Sorry about that, but you're going to have to turn these perpendicular, from perpendicular to parallel, so you can drain this water out. And I'm going to do that and show you what that looks like. Okay, as you can see, these are now running in line, and the last of the water is draining from these valves right here. Once that all gets done, we'll close that back off. And again, if you want to take an extra gallon of the pink stuff, you can pour it in, put it in the gray tank, put it in the black tank. It's not going to hurt a thing. And you also want to put some in here. You want to take a funnel, and you can pour some water in there so you have it in your other water tank. And depending on how big your RV is, a few gallons will take care of it, but you want to make sure you do that as well, and you're going to be in good shape for winterizing everything. All right, I hope that helped out.